My dryer has stopped spinning, so let's see if we can get it back working. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set it, make sure the timer's set, and then make sure it's on the on cycle, and I'm going to just hold this in and start the dryer, and then that way we'll be able to see that if we're having a spinning issue with the dryer. So. As you can see, the dryer's on. I'm just holding that, press the on button, but the drum is not spinning. Okay. So now, all we want to do is take this out. I know it's disgusting looking, but it's a dryer, okay? So you want to remove, let's see. You want to remove these. On both sides. Okay, so now that we know what the issue is, I'm just going to unplug my dryer. So after you get that unplugged, what you want to do, so we remove those two screws that were in there, and then you should have this front panel should lift up. So I was seeing someone put like something under here, on the corner. If it doesn't lift up easily, this corner, just stick that in the corner. And as you see there, something makes it lift up. So I'm gonna go on the other side. I'm gonna get that, lift that up out of there, whatever that is. It looks like it's just okay, there we go. Yeah, it's just a little lever. Okay, got that up. Okay, so my belt is obviously, I can see the imprint of my belt. A lot of times the belt's either coming loose or, excuse me, a lot of times the belt has either coming loose or it's broken completely. I'm not sure where my belt is, but we'll just have to look for it and see. Hopefully it just, well, I guess it probably broke, huh? If it's all the way off like that, but let's see. Look in these corners to see if we can find the belt. Okay. Don't think, let's see, you'll be able to see it, but I do see my belt. So we have a broken belt, guys. I dug it out and found that the belt was broke. So all you do now is thank the Lord for his goodness and thank him that you can do all things through him who strengthens you. Take a sip of wine. Look for the model number. Now, if you're not old like me, there's a way that you can copy and paste, but you want to get the model number of whatever you have and go look for your belt that you need. Okay, I'm not sure if I might have been the sip of wine, but I'm not sure if I showed you where the model number is. It's going to be inside the, open the door and you'll find it on the side. That is if you have a Whirlpool. I'm not sure where they are on the other ones. Okay, I'm about to go to Lowe's to get the part, but we're just going to go ahead and prep as much as possible. You do want to undo this, which is for the door switch. So you want to undo that. I'm trying to do everything with one hand. Let me come back. So as you see, that just slips right out. I did have to wiggle it a little bit, but I was very gentle because I didn't want to pull anything else out. So just carefully wiggle that out if it doesn't come out easy for you. So I do not have a socket that will fit to get these off. We're going to remove this front panel. It's these two to remove it. So I'm just going to take a set of pliers and remove those, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have carried our Happy Tails to Lowe's, and I did go on the Whirlpool website to get the specs for my belt that I need, and it said that I need this one, so we're just going to get one of those. And there's my specs. Since a G with it, I wrote down the specs on this bill, and it is the correct specs for what I'm needing. I also picked up one of these, kind of make things easier on me. $15.99, can't beat that. Okay, we are back from Lowe's, and like I said, I did get this cute, listen to me calling it cute. I got this folding nut driver to, I was to get this out, to get this one out. Just want to show you guys that. Cute. Okay, now we have this off. We don't have it completely off. As you can see, it just has some, all I did was gently remove it from the clip, remove the clip from there on both sides. I'm going to do that on both sides to remove this front panel. Okay, as you can see, we have this front panel removed. That was easy to do. All right, so I have my new belt here. Everything's a little dusty, a little leany, but what we're going to do is I'm going to put it on the drum and try to position the belt back onto where it left the indentation or the mark where it was. So I'm going to do that now. As you can see, I have the belt lined up where the mark is, and I'm just going to place that there. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to get your belt on top of this wheel. You want to get that belt on top of the wheel, and you want to pull, kind of make a, you want to make a loop, and you're going to pull it. Let's see. You want to make a loop and pull it through. Make a loop and pull it through that opening. Then you want to bring this and put it up there like so. Now I did go through and make sure that I had the belt positioned correctly everywhere, that it wasn't folded up anywhere at the top and around the sides. You want to make sure that the grooves side is facing the tumbler. So I did go through and make sure that we had that perfectly lined up
throughout the machine. Okay, we have it lined up perfectly throughout the machine, and we do. I did go ahead and take the time out to try to clean some of the lint that was down here as much as I possibly could while I'm here. Okay, now we have everything assembled. What I'm going to do is I am holding my tumbler with my left hand. I'm holding my tumbler and I'm going to just do like a rotation both ways slowly to make sure that the belt doesn't come off or anything. I am having to remember you're going to have to hold your tumbler because the front panel is what would usually be holding that together. So you're going to have to hold it together yourself. So I'm just going to slowly make a turn all the way around to make sure that belt is catching on. Just slowly turning. Then I'm going to go the other way to make sure. Oh, kind of got away from me because that front panel. Make sure that belt's staying on. Okay. Looks good. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the front panel back on. But before I do, I want to make sure that my tumbler is positioned correctly. I want to make sure that this felt part right here, that it is positioned correctly. And so I'm going to check inside, make sure that's in there. As you can see up there, just make sure none's sticking out and that is positioned correctly. I'm not sure how I'm going to film this next part, but we're going to take that front panel and place it back into the holes right here and back into the slot. I'll show you that as best I can. All right, like I said, what I have in my hand is my front panel, and I'm just going to be connecting these this part here into this hole. So I'm going to do that. Okay, that just slides right in. That is kind of slides in there. Okay, that's one side of the front panel. Okay, now we have the other side connected in there. I feel kind of bad because I couldn't figure out a way to record it. But if you got this far, then just take your time and reassemble it slowly the same way you got it out, which we pulled it up to get it out. We pulled it up, gently pulled it up. So you're going to have to slightly pull it up and then push it back down inside those slots that I was showing you to put it back together. Okay, I did want to show you guys this on the front before the front panel is connected, but I did want to show you these plastic pieces in here. This one, that one. Mine were kind of falling out just now. It wasn't falling out. I was about to put my nuts back in, and then they were kind of falling out. So just make sure those are back in there and everything's where it's supposed to be before you completely assemble it. Okay, now everything is lined up properly inside of the tumbler. I'm just going to place the nuts back in. I'm just using my nut driver to tighten this back up. Over here in this household, I'm definitely on some righty-tighty, lefty-loosey type of stuff. So let's get those back on. Remember, there's two. There's one here, and there is one over here on the other side of that front panel. So we'll just get those back connected. Now we have those secure in there. The next thing we're going to do is reconnect this. Okay, we have that reconnected. And now I am going to bring my front back down. You hear that? That just clicked back in there. That's what you need to do. Now we're going to screw these back in, the lint collector. Just remember to screw those two back in. I'm going to do that off camera because I'm not going to hold you. I did lose one of these down the little chute that I cannot retrieve. So I'm going to do that off camera. Okay, we put that one in, but you should have two. Be better than me. Don't be like me. But put that back in. Just going to go through, check everything. Everything looks good. Everything's back connected. Front panel's on. Everything's secure. Boom. All right, I was able to plug the dryer back in. And the same method that we used earlier to see if it was the belt issue, we're going to use that issue, which is just going to pull. We're just going to hold this. Remember the door open, and then we'll hold this lever down, turn it on, and see if we have action. So let's do that. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have action. Boom, we did that. So that just gets me hyped. You see my dryer's working and all that good stuff. I love that. So we are done. I have lint everywhere, but we did it. Okay. I'm not sure. I know I was rambling a lot through the video, but hopefully you caught on to what I was trying to say. Bottom line is, times are hard. I understand that. All you have to do is research the problem. If it looks like something you can do, then try it. Take your time. Don't get frustrated. Just try it. Educate yourself and try it out. You never know. We can actually do all things through Christ. He made a beautiful thing when he made our minds, and it doesn't hurt to learn whatever you can learn, whenever you can learn it. So God bless you guys, and thanks for watching the video.